Hello students, this is Grijesh Kumar Mal, lecturer in English in Sri Gandhi Vidyalaya Inter College, Bachrauma, Raebareli. Dear students, we are studying narration. Today we are going to study the rest part of narration. In the previous lecture, we have learned the certain rules for changing direct speech into the indirect. We have learned till now the rules for the change of tenses of verb in reported speech and also learned about exceptional cases in changing the tenses. Today we shall continue the same topic narration and learn rules for the change of pronouns and possessive adjectives. We shall also learn rules for changing the words expressing nearness of time and place and the rules for changing interrogative sentence of direct speech into indirect speech. So, if you are ready, let us begin with rules for the change of pronouns and possessive adjectives. Dear students, as you know that pronouns are the words that are used at the place of nouns. We use 8 or more types of pronouns as personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, reciprocal pronouns, relative pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns and indefinite pronouns, etc. But in a narration, personal pronouns and possessive pronouns are used mostly. These personal pronouns and possessive pronouns and possessing adjective also in the reported speech are also changed according to certain rules. To be clear about changing in pronouns and possessive adjectives, first of all observe this chart. This is the chart of personal pronouns in which you can see that there are 3 persons. First person here, second person and third person, and different cases of these persons. Clear? First of all, we have to decide the person and case of the pronoun given in reported speech. If there is the pronoun of first person in reported speech, it is changed according to the person, number, gender of the subject of reporting verb, but the case will be same. Clear? Let us understand it with the help of example. Suppose that there is a sentence in direct speech. She said, I want to consult my parents. Dear students, just I have told you that first of all we have to decide the person and case of the pronoun given in reported speech. You can clearly see that there are 2 pronouns in reported speech, I and my. Please pay attention to the chart. You can simply identify with the help of this chart that both pronouns are related to first person here, I and my. Both are related to first person. Now we have to decide both pronouns I and my are related to first person. Now we have to decide the case of these pronouns. Please again pay attention to the chart. Here I is in nominative case and my is in possessive case. Clear? I is in nominative case. You can See here, and my is in possessive case. Clear? According to rule, if there is the pronoun of first person in reported speech, it is changed according to person, number, gender of the subject of reporting verb. Subject. Yeah. Here there is a pronoun she as a subject. You can see here. Which is related to third person, singular number and feminine gender. Clear? It means the pronouns in reported speech will be changed in third person, singular number and feminine gender. But as I have told you that the case of pronouns will be same, so pronoun I will be changed into she and pronoun my will be changed into her. Clear? So the indirect speech of this sentence will be, she said that she wanted to consult her parents. Clear? Let us see more examples. Suppose that there is a sentence, you said, I want to consult my parents. Just I have told you that first of all we have to decide about the person and case of the pronoun given in reported speech. Here I and my, both pronouns are related to first person according to the chart. It means they will be changed according to the person, number, gender of the subject of reporting verb. And the subject is in second person because here is you. It means it is related to second person. So the indirect speech of this sentence will be, you said that you wanted to consult your parents. Clear? Let us see one more example. I said, I want to consult my parents. Here, just I have told you that the pronoun in reported speech are related to first person, so they will change according to the subject of the reporting verb, and the subject of the reporting verb is in first person. So the indirect speech of the sentence will be, I said that I wanted to consult my parents. I is remains same and my is also remained same. Clear? Now come to the next rule. If the pronoun in the reported speech is related to second person, it is changed according to the person, number, gender of the object of the reporting verb. But the case will be same. Let us understand it with the help of example. Ashok said to me, your parents are waiting for you. Dear students, just I have told you that first of all we have to decide the person and case of the pronoun given in reported speech. Clear? And there are two pronouns here in this sentence, your and you. Please pay attention on the chart. You can simply identify with the help of this chart that both pronouns are related to second person. It means they will be changed according to the number, person and gender of the object of reporting verb. Clear? But here, please pay attention on the case of these pronouns. Here your it means your is in positive case and you as it is given after verb, that's why it will be in objective case. Clear? So the indirect speech of this sentence will be here, Ashok told me that my parents were waiting for me. Clear? Because the pronoun given in reported speech are related to second person, it means according to rule they will be changed according to the person, number and gender of the object, and there is me as a object and it comes within first person, so the pronoun is changed into first person. Clear? Now come to the next sentence. Ashok said to you, your parents are waiting for you. Here, just I have told you that if there is a pronoun in second person, it will change according to the person, number and gender of the object of the reporting verb, and object is related to second person. It means the sentence in indirect speech will be Ashok told you that your parents were waiting for you. Clear? Now come to the next sentence. Here you can see that your is changed into your and you is changed into you. Actually, the object of reporting verb and pronouns given in reported speech are in same person. That's why they look like the same. Clear? Come to the next sentence. Ashok said to him, your parents are waiting for you. Here, the object is in third person. That's why the pronoun in reported speech will be in third person, but in same case. So the sentence in indirect speech will be Ashok told him that his parents were waiting for him. Clear? Now come to the next rule. If the pronouns of if there is the pronoun in third person in the reported speech, it will remain unchanged. It means same. For example, I said he does not work hard. Here, there is only one pronoun in reported speech and that is he, and according to chart, he, it means it comes in third person. So, it will remain same as I said that he did not work hard. Clear? Let us see one more example. You said they have spoken the truth to their parents. Here, they and there are they and there. Both pronouns are related to third person. That's why they will remain unchanged. Clear? Now, here, dear students, I would like to make you easy understand to change the pronoun easily. I would like to give you a clue. Keep in your mind the term son, where S stands for subject, O stands for object and N stands for no change. It means the pronoun of first person, the pronoun of first person in reported speech is changed according to the subject of the reporting verb. Clear? And the pronoun of second person in reported speech is changed according to the object of reporting verb. And there is no change if it is in third person. No change. Clear? Now come to the next rule, and that is changing in the words expressing nearness of time and place. Dear students, while changing the direct speech into the indirect speech, apart from the changes in tenses and pronouns, some words expressing nearness of time and place are also changed or replaced by corresponding words expressing distance. Here is the chart that will help you regarding changes of some such words. Here you can see that these are the words expressing nearness of time and place, and their corresponding words expressing distance. Clear? Let us understand it with the help of example. Suppose that there is a sentence, Ram said to me, I am reading a book now. Here, there is a word now. And according to chart, it will be changed into then. Said to will be changed into told, comma, and inverted comma will be replaced with that, and the verb of reported speech will be changed into the past form. So the sentence in indirect speech will be, Ram told me that he was reading a book then. Clear? Let us see more examples. Govind said, I saw the Taj 2 years ago. Here you can see ago. It will be changed into before. So the sentence will be, Govind said that he had seen the Taj 2 years before. Clear? Let us see more examples. Geeta said to Aman, Meera will go to school tomorrow. What will be the indirect speech of the sentence? The indirect speech of the sentence will be, Geeta told Aman that Meera would go to school the next day. Here, tomorrow is changed into the next day. Will is changed into would, comma, inverted comma is replaced by that, said to is changed into told. Clear? Let us see one more example. Prakash said to Harish, I did not buy this book yesterday. Please tell me what will be the indirect speech of this sentence? Yes, dear students, good. Prakash told Harish that he had not bought that book the previous day. Yesterday is changed into previous day. Good, very good. But dear students, there may be a question in your mind. Why we replace such words that express nearness of time and place by corresponding words expressing distance? There may be a question in your mind, na? Actually, in the sentence of indirect speech, we talk about such incidents that are after the time of reporting and had happened away from the place of reporting. Therefore, the words that show nearness of time and place has to be replaced by the words that show distance. Clear? But there are some exceptions in these changes. What are they? They are, if come is changed, if there is any word after come, then it will change into go, otherwise it will remain same. Here you can see that come is changed to go only if there is some word given after come. For example, here, suppose that there is a sentence, he said Ram will come. There is no word after come, so it will remain same. Other rules are followed as previous. Yeah. But if there is a sentence in which some words are given after come, in such a case, come will be changed into go. Okay? So the sentence, the indirect speech of this sentence will be, he said that Ram would go to him. Clear? Next exception, if this, here and now points to such a thing, place or time that is in front of the speaker, then no change takes place in indirect narration. Just like, suppose that there is a sentence, Syam said, this is my pen. So, the indirect speech of this sentence will be, Syam said that this was his pen. Clear? Suppose that there is a sentence, the girl said to her friend, I am glad to be here this morning. The indirect speech of this sentence will be, the girl told her friend that she was glad to be here this morning. Clear? Now come to the next rule. Rules for changing different kinds of sentences. Dear students, actually different kinds of sentences are converted differently in the indirect speech. A question or command cannot be reported like a statement, and there are different sets of rules for converting each kind of sentence into the indirect speech. As we know that there are 5 kinds of sentences, as assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, optative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. We have studied assertive sentences under the heading Rules for the Change of Tenses in the previous lecture. So, let us now learn the rules for converting next kind of sentence into the indirect speech, and it is interrogative sentence. So, let us understand rules for changing interrogative sentences of direct speech into indirect speech. First of all, I would like to make your concept clear about interrogative sentences. What are interrogative sentences? Actually, interrogative sentences are those sentences that ask a question and always end with a question mark. There are 2 types of interrogative sentence. First is the interrogative sentence which starts with primary auxiliary or modal auxiliary. Like, are you a student? Will you go to Agra today? Have you done your work? Clear? This type of interrogative sentence can be answered in the form of yes or no. And the second type of interrogative sentence is the interrogative sentence which starts with interrogative word like who, why, what, where, when, how, etc. Like, what are you doing? Where will you go to tomorrow? Rules for changing interrogative sentences of direct speech into indirect speech. First is, reporting verb said to is changed into asked or inquired. That conjunction is not used in the indirect speech of interrogative sentence. Clear? The interrogative form of the sentence is changed into assertive form. The question mark is replaced with full stop. If or whether is used as a conjunction if the sentence begins with an auxiliary verb. Clear? And other rules are followed as I have already explained. As I have explained in previous lecture and before it. Let us understand it with the help of example. Ram said to Mohan, "Are you going to school?" Here, the sentence of reported speech starts with auxiliary verb. So, first of all, reporting verb will be changed into asked, comma, inverted comma will be replaced by if or whether, and the sentence of reported speech is in present continuous tense, so it will change into past continuous sentence. So the indirect speech of this sentence will be, Ram asked Mohan if he was going to school. The pronoun you is related to second person, so it will be changed according to the number, person and gender of the object of reporting verb. Clear? Let us see next example. My brother said to me, "Will you give me your pen?" What will be the indirect speech of this sentence? My brother asked me if I would give him my pen. Clear? Sita said to Geeta, "Can you sing a song?" Here the sentence of reported speech starts with modal auxiliary. So the indirect speech of this sentence will be, Sita asked Geeta whether she could sing a song. You can use if at the place of whether. Let us see the next example. Ritu said to the teacher, "Sir, may I go home?" Here the sentence in reported speech starts with modal auxiliary, but there is a word sir. So the sentence in indirect speech will be, Ritu asked the teacher respectfully if she might go home. We use respectfully because there is a word sir. But no conjunction is used if the sentence begins with an interrogative word like who, what, when, why, where. In other words, I would like to say that if there is a type of interrogative sentence which starts with modal auxiliary or primary auxiliary, in such case, if or whether is used as a connecting word. But if the sentence of reported speech starts with who, why, what, where, when. No conjunction is used at all. For example, he said to me, "What are you doing?" Here, the sentence of reported speech starts with what? So, we do not use if you are whether. Clear? The sentence will be changed into indirect speech and it will be, he asked me what I was doing. Let us see next sentence. He said to me, where will you go tomorrow? The indirect speech of this sentence will be, he asked me where I would go the next day. Clear? The teacher said to Hari, why did you not come to school yesterday? What will be the indirect speech of this sentence? Please tell me. Yes, the teacher asked Hari why he had not come to school the previous day. Dear students, I think it is enough for today. We have learned today the certain rules for the change of tenses, rules for the change of pronouns, changing the words expressing nearness of time and place, and rules for changing interrogative sentence of direct speech into indirect speech. Now we shall learn rules for changing imperative sentences of direct speech into indirect speech and rules for changing exclamatory sentence of direct speech into indirect speech in the next lecture. I am leaving you with a homework for today. Please note down and complete it in your copy. And the homework is, change the following sentences into indirect speech. They said, we shall play cricket in your field. Rita said to Geeta, can you go with me to the police station? Puspa said to Hema, you have not stolen these books. Geeta said to Maya, I shall write a letter to you tomorrow. My father asked me, why did you not go to school today? The lady said to the girl, do you live in this house? Geeta said to me, I have taught my brother. And the last sentence is, Suresh said to me, why did you weep yesterday? Dear students, please note these sentences in your copy and change it into indirect speech. So, thank you. Have a nice day.